It's the island grasshopper. Bet there are at least 20 guests on board.
You always think like that, Earl. The only problem is you're almost never right.
You gotta think positive, Roy boy.
I wish I didn't have to think at all. I'd rather be trapping water birds or fishing.
I'd rather be carrying luggage for the guests. Money in the bank.
You're practical. I ain't. What a day. It's sleeping weather.
Roy Boy Kawaki, what are you doing sitting there?
Oh, Ma.
Didn't you hear the boat whistle?
Oh, Ma.
Them tourists can't be expected to carry their own luggage.
What tourist?
No back-talking.
Oh, Ma, you're always picking on me. Why can't Suki help with the luggage?
Suki got enough to do. Now get off that bench and get on down to the pier.
Oh, Ma.
You can walk faster than that. You ain't no sea turtle.
I'm on my way, Ma.
Scat! Roy Boy's got a good heart, but he's lazy, just like his pa.
That you, Ma Kawaki?
It's me.
I thought I heard you talking to Roy Boy.
I sent him on down to the pier.
I hope the guests didn't change their mind and go someplace else.
You mean like last time?
And the time before that. If I didn't know better, I'd suspect that there was a curse on Kokonut Island. If only that hurricane hadn't struck.
There's nothing a person can do about a hurricane. When it wants to hit, it hits.
I just wish it hadn't struck quite so hard.
Hi-ho, fancies. What's for lunch?
Hello, Swampy.
Ain't you got no kind word for Captain Barnaby?
Hello, Captain Barnaby. Nice to see you again.
Caw-caw, hello, me pretty.
Where you been, Swampy? Haven't seen you in over a month. For all we knew, you might have been swept away in the hurricane.
Nope.
All the huts are swept out and made with fresh linen, Mom.
And I made sure the soap dishes were scrubbed clean, Miss Hawkins.
That's nice, Suki. Guests don't like a scummy soap dish. A scummy soap dish can give a place a bad reputation.
We did hear the whistle from the island grasshopper, didn't we?
I'm sure we heard it.
Who are you girls trying to fool? You aren't interested in a boat whistle. You're interested in the sailor pilot's island grasshopper, Tom Scrimshaw.
Well, Ma, you have to admit, he's kind of good looking and he's awfully clever.
He knows so much about the world. He'll make some girl a wonderful husband.
Sailors usually do, but don't forget, sailors have been a part of Kokonut Island for centuries.
So have pirates.
And hurricanes.
What an island. Don't you want to know what I've been doing?
What have you been doing?
What I always do, dig for treasure. Go on and laugh if you want, but one day old Swamp here will strike it rich. I'll be the one who's laughing then. I'm hungry.
You have to wait for your lunch.
How come? Guests are arriving! Guests are arriving, so old Swampy has to wait for his lunch. That ain't fair.
I'm heading to the pier.
So am I.
It's no way to treat a poor old pirate.
Oh, stop complaining. You know perfectly well that you're not an old pirate.
I am too. I'm almost 300 years old. Ain't that right, Captain Barnaby? Swampy's right. He's almost 300 years old. That's right, me fine lady. I was a pirate, proud and true. And no one was closer to me heart than good old Captain Kidd. Aye, good old Captain Kidd.
You and I both know that that parrot isn't real.
He's real all right. Captain Barnaby will tell you. We're back to the grave. Aye, aye, matey.
Remember, Swampy, amuse the tourists, but do not overstay your welcome.
I'm starving, I tell you.
Why don't you eat some fruit? There are fruit trees everywhere you look.
The hurricane knocked the fruit to the ground.
Pick it up and eat it.
That would not be sanitary.
I'll introduce you to Mom. She'll be at the hospitality hut.
That'll be nice. Won't that be nice, Ted?
It'll be nice, Eva.
It's best if the guests don't see me all at once. It'll destroy the illusion.
Here we are, folks. Kokonut Island's hospitality hut.
Oh, look, Ted. The hospitality hut looks like something a primitive person would live in. Very authentic. Don't you think so, Ted?
Very authentic, Eva.
Mr. Scrimshaw says Kokonut Island is the perfect place for a honeymoon.
You folks just get hitched?
Uh-huh.
Congratulations.
Let me see. You must be, Mr. and Mrs. Parker. You'll be staying for a few weeks.
Uh-huh. And if we like it, we may even stay longer.
I know you're going to have a lovely time.
All the weather reports say no more hurricanes for a spell.
This is Ma Kawaki. Her ancestors have lived on Kokonut Island for as long as anyone can remember.
Me, my son, and my daughter are the last of the line.
Some folks say their ancestors were even pirates.
Isn't that thrilling, Ted?
Very thrilling, Eva.
My son, Earl.
Hi, Earl.
Hi.
I'm going to put you in Flamingo Hut. It has a lovely view of Pirates Cove and an old straw rug so old no one knows when it was actually woven.
Oh, Ted, we're getting the royal treatment.
Nice. I'll take the luggage on down. Can't exactly miss the Flamingo Hut.
I'm not good when it comes to geography.
There's a fake flamingo on the roof. Use that as your guide.
What color is it?
Pink.
That's colorful.
The weather's hot.
Not hot, Mr. Parker. Sultry.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You the only ones on the island, Grasshopper?
There were a few others.
Did they say they were stopping here or moving on to another island?
I wouldn't know.
Mrs. Hawkins? We want to see you, Mrs. Hawkins. Sounds like Miss Carpenter and Miss Russell.
Lovely woman, both nurses. We got all sorts of professional people here on Kokonut Island. Doctors, nurses, dentists.
One time we even had a man who trained monkeys for a living. He loved to climb the trees. This is the last straw, Mrs. Hawkins.
There's a problem?
It's about the water in her hut.
No hot water again, or I'll see to it.
What do you mean no hot water again? There's never been any hot water. Now there's no water at all. No hot water, no cold water.
Meet Mr. and Mrs. Parker. They've just arrived. They're spending their honeymoon here.
My sympathies.
I'll give them a piece of advice. Get off this island as fast as you can. This place shouldn't be called Kokonut Island. It should be called Devil's Island.
Look at this place. Look at this mess. It's a disgrace. It's nothing less. We've had our thrills, fed up to the gills. Before we say goodbye, we think you should know. This island's a nightmare. This island is hopeless. Just let it sink into the sea. This island has problems. This island is useless. How could you ever charge a fee? The plumbing is wretched. The water's polluted. My cabin crew has sprung a leak. The food is repulsive. The menu's diluted. It's mac and cheese 4 times a week.
Only 3 times.
The messiest resort I've ever seen. It's filthy, it's rank, it's gross. This island should be under quarantine. Beware of Devil's Island. Calm yourself today. We're gonna sue. Just wait and see. We had enough. We hate your mac and cheese. Our bags are packed. Please send somebody to take them to the dock.
You can't leave.
Watch!
We saved up all year for this holiday, and it's been a disaster. We're filing a complaint to the Miami travel agency who recommended this tropical sand pit.
We're demanding a full refund, and if we don't get it, we'll sue! This island's a nightmare. This island is hopeless. Just let it sink into the sea. This island has problems. This island is useless. How could you ever charge a fee? The plumbing is wretched. The water's polluted. My cabin crew has sprung a leak. The food is repulsive. The men is diluted.
a sunstroke, I can always tell.
Tomorrow they'll be bouncing about the island like beach balls.
Gee, I don't know.
They seem awfully mad. For nurses.
Don't give them another thought. Now go along, children. Your hut's ready.
Remember, look for the fake flamingo on the roof.
Pink.
You make me laugh, Tom.
You make me laugh too, Tom.
Felt can't help but being witty around two pretty girls like you two.
Tom just said the funniest thing.
What'd he say?
Go on, Tom. Tell them.
I said, I'd rather eat a lobster than be one. Didn't think it was that bad.
You'll have to excuse Ma Kawaki and me, Tom.
We ain't feeling giddy. You look unhappy.
What's wrong?
Miss Carpenter and Miss Russell are threatening to sue. Sue?
They said some terrible things about Kokonut Island in front of them newlyweds.
That's awful.
I build up this island every chance I get. I'm as good as a publicity man as you could hire.
Thank you, Tom.
It's appreciated. Things will be looking up before you know it.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm looking for Cordelia Hawkins.
She's Cordelia Hawkins.
Yes, I'm Cordelia Hawkins. How can I help you?
I'm delighted to meet you, Mrs. Hawkins. I've heard so much about you. I'm Mildred Hutton from the insurance company.
Insurance company?
Atwater, Seawater, and Float. Is there somewhere we can talk in private?
Whatever you have to say, you can say in front of my daughter and my friends.
Very well.
Everyone, sit down. You're making me nervous standing about.
Kokonut Island is such a unique situation that the firm thought it only courteous to come in person.
Unique?
An island given to the Hawkins family centuries ago by the King of England for services rendered. It's not only unique, it's historical. There are few islands off the coast that are virtually private kingdoms. Technically, Kokonut Island is not a part of the United States.
We know that.
The point is, we're not renewing your insurance.
What?
And we happen to know that the bank has refused any more loans.
We were counting on bank money. Boats need repair. Huts need repair. Everything needs repair after the hurricane.
The bank feels it will never get its money back.
Why do they say that? I always pay back my debts.
Your last bank payment is overdue by 7 months. It's obvious tourists are going to other islands that can offer the luxuries they seek. Computers, condos, that sort of thing. Kokonut Island is obsolete.
At least there'll be a check for the hurricane damage.
That's what you're bringing me, isn't it? A check?
I'm afraid not.
What?
Hurricanes and snowstorms are not covered in your policy.
Not covered?
I should have read the small print.
I doubt you'll get insurance from any other company or loan from any other bank. Your credit rating is below sea level.
Golly, no insurance and no money from the bank?
Frankly, we consider Kokonut Island a poor risk. You do realize that unless you can satisfy the bank, it will foreclose?
You mean the bank will own Kokonut Island instead of the Hawkins family?
Precisely. Here are letters from Atwater, Seawater, and Float. Each one thanks you for your past business. I think that covers everything. Remember, unless the loan is repaid, Kokonut Island will belong to the Bank of Greater Miami.
The Bank of Greater Miami?
Good day, Mrs. Hawkins. Atwater, Seawater, and Float wishes you the best. Don't get sued by anyone.
Well, how do you like that?
I don't.
It was nice of Miss Hutton to come in person, wasn't it?
Don't cry, Mom.
We'll figure a way out of this.
I'd like to be by myself if you don't mind.
You sure that's what you want?
I'm sure. I should have read the small print.
I'm glad to say goodbye to this place. Let's get down to the pier fast.
It's just a big old land crab and it's mean as all get out. I think it wants to bite someone.
Nah, take it away. Let it bite you. Tell it bon appetit. One bite and that land crab will die of food poisoning.
Oh, sorry that you're leaving. Here's a going away present, courtesy of Kokonut Island. Catch. That was fun.
Stop it. What are you doing? I don't understand. You've got to listen to Tom.
It's a great idea.
It's worth a try.
Wait till you hear.
Tom's a smart boy.
Stop your hollering, please. What's gotten into the lot of you?
Tom's come up with a great idea to say Coconut Island.
Wait till you hear it. Okay, I'm listening.
You know, some island countries open up medical schools, you know, for kids having a tough time getting into med school stateside.
You're not suggesting I do something like that. That would be impossible. The expense, for one thing. School.
Hear him out, Cordelia. Not a medical school, a high school. We can open up a high school here on the island.
Kids from the state would love the idea.
We need hundreds.
You'll leave that to me. I told you, I'm a good publicity man. Soon enough, the kids will be coming and the money will be flowing in.
What about teachers? How are we going to get them exactly?
You'll have lots of tuition money. It will be flowing in. You'll be able to pay off bank debts and hire teachers.
Well, how are we going to get the students?
I'm a good publicity man. Soon enough, they'll be coming and coming.
All right, now, but what would we even call the school?
That's easy. We'll call it Coconut High.
That's a great name for a school.
Coconut High! Coconut High! Rah, rah, rah!
Reading about something like this. Can it be true? Let me see what it says. How much is the tuition?
If you all quiet down, I'll read what it says again. Looking for a fun school? Look no further. If you enjoy life on a private island, this is it. Semester not open. Diplomas guaranteed. All subjects including scuba diving.
Scuba diving!
Snorkeling.
Snorkeling!
Jet skiing.
Jet skiing!
Beachcombing.
Beachcombing! Wow, that's not a school. It's an adventure.
That's what it says on top. Passport to adventure.
Passport to adventure.
Enjoy white sandy beaches.
Sounds so romantic.
So, what's the name of this marvelous institution?
Coconut High.
When anyone asks us where we went to school, I can say I am a graduate of Coconut High. When I walk up the steps to get my high school diploma, I will know I finished 4 long years of stress and strife.
All those sleepless nights of homework almost put me in a coma. They were certainly, undoubtedly, the worst years of my life. But I'm a graduate of Coconut High. A graduate of Coconut High. Every day, 9 to 5. I go to Coconut High. A graduate of Coconut High. A graduate of Coconut High. Every day, 9 to 5. I go to Coconut High. I took scuba diving 101, snorkeling 102, jet skiing 103, sailboating 104. Just don't know how I survived. Surfing 105. A graduate of Coconut High. Coconut. A graduate of Coconut. Coconut. Every day. 9 to 5. I go to Coconut High.
I took suntanning 106, beachcombing 107, treasure hunting 108, clam digging 109. Sign me up once again for People Watch 110. I love the coconut, coconut, coconut. I love the coconut, coconut, coconut. I love the coconut, coconut, coconut. I go to Coconut High. I love the coconut, coconut, coconut. I love the coconut, coconut, coconut. I love the coconut, coconut, coconut. I go to Coconut High. I love the coconut, coconut, coconut. I love the coconut, coconut, coconut.
Every day. 9 to 5.
I go to
Coconut High. A graduate of Coconut. Coconut.
I love the coconut,
Does it say anything about geometry?
Nope.
English?
Nope.
Chemistry?
Nope.
You mean that's the whole curriculum? Scuba diving, snorkeling, and jet skiing.
That's all it says here. Oh yes, and modest tuition.
Read the part where it says diploma guaranteed.
If you enjoy life on a private island, this is it. Semester now open. Diplomas guaranteed.
That would make my parents happy. They think I'm a loser when it comes to school.
There's something in small print.
Here comes the find the soup.
Excellent faculty.
I knew it.
That means geometry, English, and chemistry.
But what difference does it make if we're guaranteed a diploma?
Sounds like a winner to me. All we have to do is convince our parents.
We shouldn't waste any time.
Where is this island anyway?
In the Caribbean, somewhere off the coast of Florida.
So romantic.
I already heard you.
Vanessa, I don't want to hear another word about it.
But Momsy, you promised. You said I could have anything I wanted for my 18th birthday. Within reason. What's unreasonable about wanting to go to a new school?
I asked for my lunchroom friends, and none of them have ever heard of this Kokonut High.
Kokonut, don't you understand? It's on an island. You know how interested I am in ocean life. It's a wonderful opportunity to study fish and currents and things like that while I'm still in high school.
I'm sorry I gave you those swimming lessons. There are all sorts of unpleasant things in the ocean, such as sharks, stingrays, jellyfish. It's all out of the question.
I can't believe that my own mother, the mother I love so much, would go back on her word.
Couldn't you stay at Miss Hensen's academy and go to the beach on weekends?
It wouldn't be the same. I want to go to Kokonut High.
What a ridiculous name for an island. If you want to go to an island, go to Bermuda, Vanessa.
Mother!
I can see there's no sense in arguing with you. You've always been such a stubborn young lady. I don't know what your father will say.
Father encourages my ocean interest.
He does? He never said anything about it to me. I will let you go to Kokonut High.
Kokonut.
There's one condition.
Name it.
You must write 2 letters every week to tell me how you're getting on.
Of course.
I know you dislike writing letters, but I insist.
You can trust me to write letters.
I hope so. I don't know what my luncheon friends are going to say when I tell them my daughter's on some island off the coast of Italy.
Florida.
I got lemons, bananas, and limes.
Put a basket in each hut.
Why are we going through all this trouble just for a bunch of school kids? I never went to school, and look at me. Anyway, I bet those kids will be a bunch of snobs.
You haven't even met them yet.
I'm entitled to my opinion.
I didn't know you had any.
You sound just like Mom.
Here, I'll take them. You head down to the pier and help with the luggage.
Help with the luggage? Help with the luggage? Anyone would think I'm a mule.
Scat!
Boats in.
Yep.
I'm so nervous.
There's nothing to be nervous about. Them kids won't be any trouble.
That's not what I mean. I was counting on at least 100 students, but only about a dozen enrolled. A dozen? That's all? I'm afraid so.
Remember what Tom said, 1 step at a time.
There's not nearly enough tuition money to hold off the bank. We haven't been able to hire a single professional teacher. Calm down, Miss Hawkins. They'll be here any minute. I suppose I'd feel better if I knew what happened to Mr. and Mrs. Parker.
They still haven't showed up.
They went hiking yesterday. That's the last I saw of them.
Why didn't you say need things sooner?
Too much on my mind, I suppose.
Stay in the path. The hospitality hut is up ahead a few steps.
Everyone, put on a happy face. Let's make them feel welcome to Kokonut Island.
Is it always this hot?
Only when the sun's out. Here they are, Mrs. Hawkins, Kokonut High's first students.
Welcome.
Welcome to Kokonut Island. Hi. I'm Mrs. Hawkins. I own the island.
Imagine owning your own island.
Hi, Mrs. Hawkins. Now, boys and girls, we'd like to welcome you the island way.
Welcome to Coconut Island. All the day we got sunshine.
had an easy trip.
Nothing to it.
The best part was riding on the island grasshopper.
Thanks for the endorsement.
This is my daughter, Betty. Betty, please get me my clipboard.
Sure thing.
My son, Earl.
Hi.
Hi, Earl.
This is Mrs. Kawaki, the school dietitian. She's a direct descendant of the island's original inhabitants.
Wow.
Her daughter, Suki.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Suki. When do we meet the faculty? Faculty? You know, teachers?
The faculty, yes, the faculty, yes, the faculty.
The faculty's been delayed a few days, kids, but they'll be here.
Hey, don't worry about it.
We're in no hurry to meet them.
All the more time to scuba dive.
And snorkel.
And jet ski.
And beachcomb.
I hope you kids are big tippers.
Yeah. Isn't he kind of old to be a bellhop?
I keep telling people I ain't no old bellhop. I'm a retired part and I'm almost 300 years old. Caw-caw. This is my best pal. Meet Captain Barnaby.
What a character.
His name is Swampy. He'll be teaching Kokonut Island history.
He's a history teacher?
You've got something against history?
I know you're going to find Swampy entertaining.
If you like late night horror movies.
Okay, let's see now. Mickey Barmley,
Yo,
Buddy Riley,
Present and accounted for.
Lynn Crandall,
That's me.
Vicky Alexander,
Present.
and Vanessa Crawford.
Here. What are the dormitories like?
No dormitories.
No dormitories.
You'll sleep in huts.
Huts? What kind of huts?
Native huts, just like they did in the old days when Captain Kidd was raiding the coast.
far out.
Things keep getting better and better.
Each hut has a different name. Flamingo, sea witch, pelican, mermaid, scallywag, clamshell, pirate's roost.
Pirate's Roost, that's for me. When do classes begin?
Soon. We want to give you time to acclimate to the island.
Sounds good to us.
You said it.
Now, if you'll all follow me,
What time is dinner?
6 o'clock,
What are we having?
a traditional island feast, macaroni and cheese.
Move it, Roy Boy. I told you before, you ain't no sea turtle.
I feel like one.
Get moving!
Oh, Mom.
This has been the most horrible experience of my life.
I told you, we shouldn't hike without a guide.
The island looks so small on the map.
Well, the map didn't say anything about mountain range.
Mrs. Hawkins just said something about mountain range.
Well, she didn't say anything about mountain range, and here we are.
We should listen to those nurses.
Now you tell me.
What are we gonna do, Ted?
I don't know, Eva.
We could starve to death. We could be eaten by crocodiles.
There aren't any crocodiles in the Caribbean, Eva.
Maybe not, Ted, but there are plenty of mosquitoes.
And they're big too.
Some honeymoon.
You could say that again.
I'd rather not.
This could be the end of us, Eva. Years from now, they might find some bleached bones and it'll be us.
Oh, Ted.
Yo ho and a bottle of rum.
Listen.
15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
It sounds like that swamp creature.
I think it is.
Over here! Over here!
This way.
Swampy, can you hear us?
Swampy, can you see us?
We better find him before he gets away.
What if you say, Eva?
Swampy!
Swampy,
We're over here!
this way.
Please, don't go over it again.
The syndicate won't stand for any slip up. We goofed this up in.
I get the picture.
The
I know what we're supposed to do.
The syndicate frowns upon mistakes.
To say the least.
We've got the name of every rich criminal who wants to become a citizen of the new Republic of Kokonut Island.
We're talking mega bucks here.
And the only thing standing in our way is Mrs. Hawkins.
Because she won't sell.
She could have an accident.
What good would that do? She's a son and a daughter, and who knows how many relatives. Plus, an accident won't be ethical.
The only way to work this out is to force her to sell.
That coconut high idea might catch on.
We must stop it before it does.
Leave it to us.
We'll find a way to destroy the school.
That's the school spirit.
Wanda,
Babs. Let's enroll, shall we? Now, why didn't I think of that?
Heave-ho, lads, you heard the captain. This ship has to be in port before they reposition their guns and blast us out of the Rhine. Wow. We've got 6 Spanish ships in line of our wake, and they don't mean to give up till they clasp us in irons. Whoa. We'll train the fort and reposition our guns on them pursuing ships. When they pull down their flag, we'll run up the Jolly Roger, seize the booty, and sack the town.
Ooh. You really knew Captain Kidd?
Did I know him? Why, we were practically brothers. Ain't that right, Captain Barnaby?
Amazing. Excuse us? Would someone tell us where to enroll?
We're new students.
Hiya. Hiya. What are your names?
I'm Wanda Drake, and this is my sister Barbara.
I'm Mickey.
I'm Buddy.
I'm Lynn.
I'm Vicky.
And I'm Vanessa.
Where's that cabin boy? Never around when he's needed. Roy boy!
What?
I like people to call me Babs.
Hi, Babs. Hi, Wanda.
Isn't this a lovely place for a high school?
It will be when the faculty arrives.
No faculty?
Not yet, except for Swampy here. He teaches Coconut Island history.
You better pay attention. There's gonna be a quiz. Did I say something funny?
What's all this shouting? I was taking a nap.
You're always taking naps.
That's because I'm always sleepy.
You ought to be ashamed, young boy like you. When I was your age, I was sailing the bounty main. As good a pirate lad as ever what came before me.
Save it for history class.
Some new students, Roy boy.
Wanda and Babs Drake.
I didn't hear the boat whistle.
We came by yacht.
Drake, you any relation to Sir Francis Drake, the English sea dog?
I don't think so.
I have never heard mother or father say anything about a Sir Francis Drake.
Oh, I knew them all and they all knew me. Sir Francis Drake, Blackbeard, Captain Hook, Errol Flynn.
I think Babs and Wanda need a hut, Roy boy.
I assume that. I'll get you settled.
We can take our own suitcases.
But that's what I get paid for. Only is I almost never get paid. One of you can have shark cut, the other can have barracuda.
We'll catch you later, guys.
They seem like nice kids.
Enrollment's picking up.
Pay attention, where was I?
Swampy and Kid.
That's right, Swampy and Kid. To tell you the truth, Captain Kidd never did anything without my advice. I told him what ships to sink, what coastline to raid, where to bury the treasure. Without me, Captain Kidd was little better than a flounder with an eye patch.
It's going to rain.
It's going to storm.
Came up kind of sudden.
I hope it's not another hurricane.
It's no hurricane.
I'm going back to my hut.
So am I.
Let's all go.
Hold on, you landlubbers! I ain't finished the lesson! You'd think a pirate ship had landed. Where are you?
Here I be, Rancid Barnacle.
Who are you?
You asked me that, you lying oyster. Lost but of me but myself, Captain Kidd. I ain't no flower when I patch.
Captain Kidd? What? You're dead.
Then I must be a ghost. Ha 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 ha.
Yo, heave-ho, welcome aboard. East to west and north to south. From the mouth of a giant squid comes the ghost of Captain Kidd.
Yo, heave-ho, welcome aboard. East to west and north to south. From the mouth of a giant squid comes the ghost of Captain Kidd.
Ghost? I'm seeing things. I'm hearing things.
No, you ain't heard every lie he told. Ain't you ashamed of yourself, Swampy and Kid?
Well, Captain Kidd, what brings you back?
You just listen, Swampy, and hear me true.
I sailed the 7 seas, by my hearty crew and me. Now raise your cup and drink and toast the saltiest lies to sail in the sea.
The saltiest lies to sail in the sea.
This island is me paradise, me ship me home, I say. You best beware, take my advice. ship off, be gone, set sail away.
Ship off, be gone, set sail away.
Heave-ho, welcome aboard. It's a dragging down the hill. Tackle a tail to rough your bones. From the locker of Davy Jones.
Heave-ho, welcome aboard. It's a dragging down the hill. Tackle a tail to rough your bones. From the locker of Davy Jones.
But Captain Kidd, what if they won't go?
Silence! Buckle me, Schwartz! I claimed that years ago when we went to Tortuga, and I don't like strangers on it. Leave it or suffer me anger, one and all. I'll bury up to your nest in the sand and cover your head with honey for the ants.
Ho, ho, ho.
This island is my paradise, they ship me home, I say. You best beware, take my advice, shove off, be gone, set sail away.
Ship off, be gone, set sail away.
Let's have converses, one to fear, 'tis best to do my bid. Know all ye hands that sail from here, or suffer the wrath of Captain Kidd.
Or suffer the wrath of Captain Kidd.
Heave-ho, welcome aboard. Pipe the pipe and drum the drum. Turn about, have us to think, with a blade at your back as you walk the plank.
With a blade at your back as you walk the plank. Go heave-ho, welcome aboard. It's a dragging down the hill. Tackle the tail to rough your bones. From the locker of Davy Jones. Go heave-ho, welcome aboard. East to west and north to south. From the mouth of the giant's web comes the ghost of Captain Kidd. Go heave-ho, welcome aboard. It's a dragging down the hill. Tackle the tail to rough your bones. From the locker of Davy Jones. Go heave-ho, welcome aboard. East to west and north to south. From the mouth of the giant's web comes the ghost of Captain Kidd.
You tell that Swampy, everyone off the other road. This is me on the 20 years long, and I don't like strangers on the lead up there. One and all. Spread the news, you wretched little man. Captain Kidd is back on Kokonut, and he means business. Ha! Ha ha ha!
I think we're going around in circles, Ted.
Too tired to tell.
Is your foot any better?
No, is your arm any better?
I can't tell. It's so numb.
I wonder who put that trap I stepped in.
Who knows? It's probably centuries old.
I could come down with gangrene, Eva.
What about me, Ted? I'm sure this arm won't mend properly.
It's a shame you had to run into that tree.
Anything to get away from that horrible snake.
Looked more like a big lizard to me. Maybe it's a iguana.
Could have been a crocodile, for all I know. This mountain range is alive with hideous, ghastly, mean creatures.
And they all bite.
They must be looking for us.
Every bug on this island has found us.
Every day I get weaker.
You'd think we'd seen a helicopter by then.
I think they forgot about us.
I'm sure they're looking for us.
I'm not.
Chin up.
I'm so sick of eating bananas, and the coconuts on this island taste weird.
Everything on this island tastes weird. Let's try that way. I don't think we've been that way before.
Anything is worth a try.
Good go.
Some honeymoon.
I wish you would stop saying that.
Hello, hello, anybody out there?
Hello, hello, we're over here.
Mr. and Mrs. Parker.
From Kokomo, Indiana.
I tell you it's the truth. Swampy, get a hold of yourself.
You've been going on and on about seeing Captain Kidd.
It sounds as if you really believe you saw him.
I really did see him right here in front of the hospitality hut. Drool in his beard and fire in his eyes.
Entertaining the students with stories is one thing, but now you just sound crazy.
I'm not crazy. He wants us off the island.
Come back down to earth, Swampy.
Fine, fine. Nobody believes me. Don't say I didn't warn you when you're up to your necks in sand and Captain Kidd pours honey on your head and hungry ants show up.
Oh dear, this is serious.
I'm afraid Swampy here needs professional help.
He's gone.
And fast.
Cuckoo on Coco.
I'll contact the mainland. Have them send someone over right away.
One thing after another.
Any more students show up?
No, I'm afraid there aren't going to be any more. There's only enough tuition money to hold off the bank for an extra month or two.
I can't believe we're gonna lose the island.
Don't say that, Makawaki.
What's gonna happen to me, and Suki, and Roy Boy? This is the only home we've ever known.
We've got to get our minds off our troubles. I know, I'll make banana pies.
And I'll make macaroni and cheese.
Mrs. Hawkins, you better do something about that history teacher.
He's talking to someone who's not there.
That's just his way. Don't you find him amusing?
No, I find him creepy.
How are you young people getting on with your studies?
What studies?
The faculty will show up any day now.
We're not complaining.
Swampy's harmless, I think. How are we doing?
So far, so good. I wrote a letter to Miami. They should get results soon.
The syndicate wants fast results.
Shh. Hi, Wanda. Babs. Hi, Vanessa.
Saw you early this morning down on the beach.
Did you know that the waters here harbor some of the most endangered fish in the Caribbean?
No, I didn't know that.
You seem really up in ecology, Vanessa. I plan to make it my life's work.
We admire you.
I see you have another letter.
You're always writing letters.
I promised my mother that I would write. Would you like me to take it on the island grasshopper for you?
It just docked.
Thanks, Babs. What a pigeon.
What's it say?
The usual dribble. Coconut Island is a wonderful place. I couldn't be happier. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
We'd better get busy. To work.
To work?
It's wonderful to watch you bring in the island grasshopper. Smooth as silk.
It's my job.
Tom, do you think you'll get married one day?
To tell the truth, I'm planning on getting married, and soon.
Soon? How soon?
Tom, we want you to know that whichever girl you choose, the other one will understand.
It's a promise.
What other one?
If it's Suki, I'll understand.
And with Betty, I'll understand.
You're putting me on.
Why do you say that?
I'm already engaged.
Engaged?
I've been engaged for 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, she's a wonderful young lady. Her name's Olive. She's from Orlando.
How wonderful.
How delightful.
Bet she's nice.
Bet she's a beauty.
Yeah, she's a sassy Latin dancing diva.
Well, give my regards to Olive.
Say hello to Orlando for me.
Yeah, what did I say?
What nerve.
It's just another frog we thought was a prank. Done. Mosquito get you?
No, but I sure got stung.
Would you take this letter with you when you get back?
Crappy too.
I know I lost it somewhere around here.
Can't you be more specific?
What'd you lose?
My favorite ring. Zircon and ruby. I'll look around here. Vicky, you look over there on the path.
We'll help.
We should have been able to sabotage Coconut High by now. Things should be moving faster.
It's only a matter of time. Don't be impatient.
Yeah, I know. By the time we're done, Cordelia Hawkins should think another hurricane hit her.
We're gonna steal this island fair and square. Besides, we've got insurance. Do you know what would happen if this book got into the wrong hands?
You mean like the US government?
Not only does this book have names, it has the syndicate's plan for Coconut Island down to the last detail.
Is it smart to have that book?
We need a little insurance in case the syndicate decides they don't need us anymore.
Good thinking, Babs. Blackmail. You're smart.
Thanks, Wanda. This book is dynamite.
Maybe we shouldn't be carrying around everywhere. Maybe we should hide it someplace.
Never leaves my sight. Never will.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, give it back!
She's got the book!
Wanda, what are you still doing standing there? We've got to get that book back!
Where'd she go? Where'd she go?
That way. I said that way!
Yeah, that way.
I told them what you said, Captain Kidd, but no one believes me. They think I've lost my marbles.
Blood and thunder, there's a time when people
jumped at the sound of me name. What's become of my reputation?
I told you why. Mrs. Hawkins is fighting to hold on.
I'll have them all walk the plank, me ghost ship sinker in Pirate's Cove.
Don't have them walk the plank. They're good people. Ain't that right, Captain Barnaby? Caw-caw, very nice.
I'm a cutthroat pirate and good don't mean a tink up to me, you pitiful swab.
I ain't pitiful. What? Yes, you're right. You name it, and that's me.
Get busy.
Actually, I have thought of something that might work.
I'm all ears with what you got, heave-ho.
I was thinking, if you showed yourself to the others, they'd have to believe me.
That's a splendid idea.
You think so?
I do, but it won't work.
Why not?
The only way you can see the ghost of Captain Kidd is to have at least one drop of pirate blood swimming in your veins.
The Kawakis are descendants of pirates. Everyone says so.
Well, then everyone's wrong. I've walked from one on the island to the other. Not one person saw me, not one islander.
But Captain Kidd?
Who's he talking to, Lieutenant? I have no idea. There's not another person in sight.
But Captain Kidd.
What?
I can see you. I can see you plain as anything.
What's so surprising about that?
Then I'm a descendant of pirates?
Of course you are, you warm-water lobster.
Oh, this is the happiest day of my life. Yo, heave-ho, welcome aboard. Dance a jinkin' down the hill. Tattle a tail to rattle your bones. From the locker of Davy Jones. Yo, heave-ho, welcome aboard. Dance a jinkin' down the hill. Tattle a tail to rattle your bones. From the locker of Davy Jones.
Now off with ye!
I'm a pirate! I'm a pirate! I'm a real pirate!
I never said you weren't!
Gosh, Lieutenant, I wonder what's the matter with that character. His zones are filled with types. Too much sun, that's what I think. If I didn't know better, I'd say he was a leftover pirate. Never mind about him. We have more important things to worry about. Yes, sir. If we gained some elevation, we could see the yacht better. Looks like a small hill over there. Excellent. Thank you, sir. With luck, nobody will notice our yacht anchored on the other side of the harbor. Lieutenant Sutton, is the water on this side of the island the same as the water on the other side? Look it up in the manual. Yes, sir.
I've got to find some place to hide this book.
This isn't some kind of joke, is it?
Would I lie to you about something like this? Here, take it, see for yourself.
Yes, sure. Babs and Wanda are in on all this.
They're not real students, the rats. They're out to destroy Kokonut High any way they can.
This looks like heavy stuff.
It is. They'd kill to get the book back.
You know too much.
So do you.
Tom will know what to do.
Good idea. Give it back. Let's get to the pier as fast as we can.
They went this way. I know. They can't get far.
What are we gonna do now?
Find some place to hide.
Where?
I'll hide here, you hide over there.
You're not gonna leave me here on the open.
Wait till
Are you?
On those kids? They have to be around here somewhere. A person can't just evaporate into thin air.
If they give that book to the wrong person, we're in big trouble. Any sign of them?
No, she was running this way.
That Vicky was with her.
They looked like marathon runners.
What are we going to do?
They'll have to turn up sooner or later.
They could bury the book.
She could drop it in the mail.
The island grasshopper picks up and delivers mail.
Then we better check the island grasshopper.
We should check Lynn and Vicky's hut too.
Good thinking, Wanda. It's either that book or it's our next.
Mrs. Hawkins, you got company. Company, Mrs. Hawkins, company.
Roy boy, was that you?
Hi, Mrs. Hawkins.
Boys. Roy Boy says we got new students.
Don't look at us.
We're not new.
Some ladies are coming to see you, Mrs. Hawkins.
What ladies?
They get off at a lunch.
I wonder who they could be.
They said they were from the Florida Board of Education.
Oh, no.
Something about accreditation.
Oh, no.
They asked us how many teachers you had on the faculty, but we told them we didn't know. What are we gonna do, Cordelia?
I wish I knew.
I know. I'm going to need your help, guys.
For what?
Don't worry about a thing, Mom.
You keep saying that. It's Tom.
With them accreditation, ladies.
I knew we weren't going to get away with it.
Here they are, Mrs. Hawkins. Cordelia, meet
I know who they are.
the ladies from Florida Board of Education.
Don't be silly. I'm Mrs. Smith. I'm here to see my daughter Lynn.
I'm Mrs. Snow. I'm here to see my daughter, Vicky.
I'm Mrs. Crawford, and I demand to see my daughter Vanessa.
I wasn't planning on visitors quite so soon.
My daughter Richards is perfectly miserable here.
I don't believe that. Vanessa's happy at Kokonut High.
Mrs. Crawford was good enough to come to Mrs. Snow and myself. Having heard how happy Vanessa was, we decided to see things for ourselves.
If there's anything that Vanessa describes in her letters, I want my daughter at Kokonut High kneeling and demand a full refund. Oh, how I hate that word.
Where's Lynn?
Where is Vicky?
Where's Vanessa?
They're probably studying in their huts.
Huts? Ladies, it's worse than I thought.
Mrs. Hawkins, I believe they'll hold back down on the docks.
You show them the huts, Mrs. Kawaki.
Follow me, girls.
Girls? And who might you be?
I'm the school's dietitian.
A likely story.
Well, they did say huts.
Huts.
This way, ladies.
Poor Vanessa.
Poor Vicky.
Poor Lynn.
Poor me. What could possibly happen next?
I never thought I'd be back on this atoll. Just goes to show, nothing in life is certain.
Miss Carpenter, Miss Russell.
Let's cut the chit-chat short, Mrs. Hawkins. We want to get off this island as fast as possible. Where is he?
Who?
The patient? Swampy? We've been sent to get him.
You've been sent to get Swampy?
Just tell us where he is.
I don't know. He wanders anywhere he wants.
Let's try his hut. We may have to give him a hypo. It would be a pleasure.
We're looking for Miss Cordelia Hawkins.
I'm Mrs. Hawkins.
Splendid.
I'm Melissa Warren, and this is Winifred Holmes.
From the Florida Board of Education.
Accreditation Department.
We're here to make certain Kokonut High is up to standard. There have been some rumors that Kokonut High doesn't even have a faculty.
Rumors?
Letters.
No faculty.
Coconut Island isn't a state school. It doesn't even need accreditation.
That's true, but without accreditation, no one will accept a Kokonut High diploma as proof as a high school education. What good is a diploma? That's worthless.
It's all routine. We're sure everything's in order.
How many are on the faculty?
At the moment...
4.
But the history teacher is in quarantine at the moment.
What is that?
Island fever, too much sun.
What's his name?
S.W. Ampey, Ph.D.
S.W. Ampey.
Who else?
The rest of the faculty are from the great state of Hawaii. There's Suwao, Ph.D. Geometry.
Good, good. Luau, PhD chemistry.
Good, good.
And Bow B.A.M.A. Ph.D. IRS DVD in veterinary medicine. Well, Winifred, it's a very impressive start for a faculty. 4 PhD degrees.
We'd like to meet them.
No problem. Are we ready? Actually, Ms. Warren, Ms. Holmes, the faculty have prepared a warm welcoming for you.
How delightful.
Now, without further ado, representing the faculty of Kokonut High, the great Wow siblings.
Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. Let's go.
Now that you've met the faculty, we hope you're satisfied.
We'd like to stay, but we've got some papers to grade.
Work, work, work. Nice meeting you.
Come again sometime.
Something's funny here.
Stay right where you are.
I think I hear the fire alarm.
I'll bury you in the sand! I'll make you salute the Jolly Roger! I'm a real pirate! Yo-ho!
I heard voices. I know I heard voices. I heard voices. I know I heard voices. Don't repeat everything I say, Petty Officer Jones. No, sir. Don't repeat everything you say. There must be someone about. Seems logical, sir. Island grass after leave for 5 minutes. Island grass after leave for 4 minutes, 55 seconds.
I'm not leaving, Mother. I'm 18.
We're gonna hide may be weird, but it's a lot of fun.
If we live long enough to enjoy it.
But Lynn, we saw a crazed maniac with our own eyes.
This is not healthy environment.
Don't pay attention to Swampy. He's harmless. Most of the time.
But Vanessa, you've been writing me all those horrible letters telling me how miserable you are here.
Every letter I wrote said how happy I was. I wrote one just a little while ago and gave it to Babs to mail.
Is this the letter?
Let me see. This is it. Dear Mother, I can't tell you how unhappy I am. There are no teachers, the water is polluted, and the food is gross. Your loving daughter, Vanessa. I didn't write this.
I know who did. Wanda and Babs Drake. They're in cahoots with some syndicate that's trying to take over the island any way they can. They're crooks.
That's a serious charge, Lynn.
Do you have any proof? You bet she does.
It's all written down in this book.
Wait until the FBI reads it.
Look, she's got the book.
Quiet, Wanda.
I bet it was Babs who wrote to the Florida Board of Education.
They're on to us. What do we do now?
Let's get back to the yacht. Act nonchalant.
Hey! Didn't anyone ever tell you it wasn't polite to steal?
Excuse me.
We're in a hurry.
Does the yacht anchored in the harbor belong to you?
It belongs to these sorry, my employers.
I'm having it seized.
Seized?
It's suspected from everything from gun running to smuggling tropical parrots. We don't know anything about parrots. I'm afraid you're gonna have to return to Miami with me.
Make us.
Get that book, Pet Officer Jones. Now, you don't want any trouble. Just be safe. Your hands above your head. March!
It's all misunderstanding. We're going to the plot. What did I say? This is not a healthy environment.
It won't do any good, Mother. I'm staying.
So am I.
That's how all the kids feel.
There has to be a way to get you kids off this island, and we're gonna find it. Island grasshopper is set to leave.
We'll go, but we'll be back.
This island just gets worse and worse. And worse.
We're swampy.
We don't know. We don't care.
We're nurses.
Not veterinarians.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hawkins, but accreditation for stateside purposes are out of the question.
Especially after what we've seen here today.
You mean we can't have a high school?
Not unless you are qualified teachers.
And we don't mean powwow, luau, and bow wow.
We'd better move along, Miss Holmes. That madman might make another appearance.
I'm a real pirate. You can't say we didn't try.
Don't give up the ship. Something good is bound to happen.
You're not the only pebble on the beach, Tom Strimshaw.
You're not the only fish in the sea.
What did I say?
Did you have a nice walk?
I hate to say it, but looks like Kokonut High is finished.
Hello, Mrs. Hawkins. Remember me? Atwater, seawater, and float.
I remember you.
How could she forget?
It seems there was one thing I neglected to mention. It's in the extra small print. The extra small print clearly states that in the event of a hurricane or a snowstorm, the policyholder will owe Atwater, seawater, and float an inconvenience fee.
You mean I owe the insurance company for being hit by a hurricane?
I'm afraid so. It amounts to $11,400.37. Payment is overdue. So nice seeing you again. Isn't it a lovely day?
All right, that's it. We better start packing.
This time next year, I'll be living in a rooming house in the shabby part of town.
Aw, Mom. Hi-ho, fancies.
Swampy.
Nothing to be afraid of. I just got a little overexcited.
A little overexcited?
I said I'd say goodbye for Captain Kidd. He had to go back.
Back where?
How should I know? Wherever ghosts go. I don't ask questions. He's got a mean temper.
You should forget about Captain Kidd.
Why should I?
You were hallucinating, Swampy.
Think so? Roy boy, give me a hand.
I suspect the Bank of Greater Miami will be here any minute now.
It's not fair.
It's your island, Mrs. Hawkins.
It was.
Time's running out fast. We did the best we could, Mrs. Hawkins.
I know you did. You're a nice bunch of kids.
Make way! Make way!
What is that?
Oh, Miss Debbie. Oh, yeah. Oh!
What is it?
It looks like an old treasure chest.
That's what it is. Since Captain Kidd had to go back, he said Coconut Island. Might as well have it. Let's see what's inside, shall we? Gold! 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 There's plenty more where this came from.
Treasure from a Spanish galleon, Mrs. Hawkins. This is worth millions.
Millions? Will there be enough to pay off on my debts?
Oh, more than enough.
You'll be able to hire real teachers.
You can be an accelerated stateside.
Coconut High is saved.
Saved!
Thank you, Swampy.
No, don't thank me. Thank Captain Kidd.
I'll prepare a feast. How about macaroni and cheese?
Coconut High! Coconut High!